Welcome to The Big Take. I'm your host, John Red, here to bring you the biggest take in professional open bodybuilding. Sorry about the echo. If you hear an echo, ceilings are too fucking high. Anyways, Arnold Classic. Open prejudging have wrapped up. That wrapped up a while ago. I didn't necessarily think I was going to say anything about it, but I am. Now I am. So initially, what I want to say is it looks like it's Derek Lunsford's show. I didn't think that would be the case, but Samson Dowda is a beast, but it looks like the same Samson Dowda that couldn't nail the conditioning that we've seen in the past, right? I wasn't there, obviously. I didn't see it in the flesh, but it looked like the same story, right? Full as a house, but just not conditioned enough. And you can see it in the midsection. The abs get a little bit washed out. But when I was watching the prejudging, I came in a little bit late, and I was just seeing the single performances. And I saw everybody. I didn't see Derek Lunsford. But after seeing everybody, I was like, man, Derek got there. This is Derek's show. And he just looked better to me. And one of the craziest things that I saw was that Derek Lunsford had the best front lat spread in the lineup to me. I thought that was very interesting, and that's just all about posing. He figured out how to hit it. The front lat spread looked better than Andrew Jack's front lat spread. It looked better than Samson Dowda's front lat spread. Aside from that, front double, that was obviously Derek. Both back poses seemed like obviously Derek to me. Side poses were at least extremely competitive. Abs and thigh was ass. Even though it's abs and thigh and there's no ass in the shot, abs and thigh was ass. Same with most muscular. It wasn't improved. His most muscular didn't look better, but just the entire presentation, from the tan to the oil, whatever the hell you want to call it, it just looked like Derek Lunsford's show. And I'm kind of happy for Derek because a lot of people counted him out after the Olympia, and I was one of them. You know what I mean? But it just seems like an obvious Derek Lunsford is winning, and I imagine that he will. Finals is always there, but unless it's super tight in prejudging, it's usually whoever wins prejudging is going to win, unless it's super tight. And I didn't think it was very tight. And just some, not honorable mention stuff, but let's talk about some other guys. Samson, I talked about him. Andrew just looked like Andrew to me. Just looked like Andrew. Let's see. Brandon, I would have put Bonac in there instead of Brandon in that first call out. Was he in the first call? Whatever. I would have put Bonac higher than Brandon in general. Bonac's biggest issue is he lost a lot, like in the front double bicep. He's lost a lot of lat. You know what I mean? He already didn't have the right structure for it. Lost a ton of lat, and he lost a ton of arms, and the chest is downsized a little bit, but the detail is still nutty. Tie-ins are still nutty. Conditioning is still nutty. I would have put Bonac, from what I've seen, in fourth. I would have put him in fourth. James Hollingshead, I think James Hollingshead should just continue to coach himself. Even Stefan Kienzel brought him out stringy. I've only seen James Hollingshead really not come out stringy within the last few years when he coached himself, when he or worked with 90 different coaches. Let's see. Akeem Williams kind of looked like what I expect him to look. Looked really good. He's always in good condition and stuff, and the side shots are great, but when it comes to just raw mass, he's just not there. Sean Clarita, same thing. Sean Clarita is just puffy, looks strong, but the quads, you know what I mean? They're just not there. If he had the legs to match up top, he'd be a lot more competitive. Patrick Moore actually looked better than I thought. Let's see, Justin Rodriguez looked about like what I expected Justin to look like. Let's see, Carlos Thomas Jr. looked from the update pictures and stuff like that, looked like what I thought he would look like, which wasn't competitive. So, you know, at the end of the day, this is Derek Lunsford's show, and I didn't learn a lot. This is an Arnold Classic where I didn't learn a lot about people. I learned that Derek has still got enough in him to bring in a good package with what he's got to work with, and he's still very competitive, and he's a Mr. Olympia winner. And I realize that Derek is not going anywhere. The quads still need to be improved, but Derek looked fucking good, especially compared to the field. But that's about it. You know, we'll see what happens at finals, but that's about it. One thing that I did take from this is Tonio Burton. The door is open. The door is open for Tonio. I'm telling you, especially front shots, front double, front lat spreads, side shots, it's open. And he is, no pun intended, he's one of the guys that, you know what I mean? It's just a matter of size and coming in the right condition, but he's got the structure, he's got everything necessary in order to be extremely competitive in this league. But that's what I took from it. Derek Lunsford had it, and watch out for Tonio Burton. And, you know, same thing with Martin Fitzwater, Nick. Nick is obviously going to be pushing people. Hottie, Nick, Martin Fitzwater, Tonio Burton, and fucking Hottie, man. I didn't learn a lot from this prejudging Arnold Classic. Wonderful show, wonderful lighting. Everything is pretty fucking spot on, but we got a long, long season ahead of us. Anyways, I'm John Brad. This is Big Tank, and I'm going bye.